We're here at Tollgate Campground, Mount Hood National Forest. Let's go check out the sites. Here is campsite 12. It is a double site. In fact, it is more than a double site. So you've got 2 picnic tables over here, the fire pit, but you also have 2 picnic tables over here. First, I thought maybe this was 2 different sites, but 11 is over a ways down the road. So this is all 12 is what I'm surmising. So you have this picnic table, this fire pit, this picnic table, and these are the riverside, north banks of Zigzag River. And then looking this way, you've got these 2 picnic tables and this fire pit. Let's come down here. So you got these 2 picnic tables and this fire pit. So 4 picnic tables and 2 fire pits, pretty impressive for one site. I will say they did not put much effort into the lot lines. Right there's 13. So they didn't really even think about it. You got a straight shot to 13. That is not great privacy. But if you're over here, then you have a lot better privacy and you're on the riverside. So let's come over here, see what our river access is to Zigzag River, the north banks. It's like a little bit of a trail system. You go either way. I'm gonna go the left. And look at this. This is pretty gorgeous. So this is impressive. I'm loving this. This might make this site worth it just to come down here. Look at this. Now that, my friend, is gorgeous. The beautiful Zigzag River. This is the north banks of Zigzag River here in Mount Hood National Forest. And I gotta say, pretty darn beautiful. I'm here at Tollgate Campground, and this is a little side trail from the group site 12. And I will come on back to our campground. So we've got 4 picnic tables at this group site and 2 fire pits. I will also show you there's a secondary side trail. Gives you yet another viewing vantage point of Zigzag River. So let's go on down. It's just pretty short here, and here we are. Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful that is. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed by site 12. It's the gift that keeps on giving. You got 2 really high quality viewing areas of Zigzag River, the north banks. And look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Let's hike back to the site. So there's 4 picnic tables, 2 on one side, 2 on the other, and each cluster of 2 has its own fire pit. And voila, we are already back to the site. I will say that straight ahead there, that is site 13. Here's part of 12, so that is not good sight lines for privacy. They did not do a good job as far as that aspect of it. No consideration, I think, to the sight lines, but remember you have the 2 over here and you're on the riverside over there, so I would probably shade more to the riverside anyway. Straight ahead, so you can see you have the bathroom, so it is relatively close. Here's campsite 8, and you got 7 right there as far as privacy, and that's probably the only ding, but here's your parking, here's your picnic table and your fire pit. Pretty good shade. And I think the best part is you're right next to Zigzag River, the north banks. Come down here. Requires a little bit of sure footing, but it's not too sketchy. Most people have to be able to go down this little section. And in fact, let's go down. Too bad. And here you are. Come put your seats maybe right here. Cop a squat and enjoy the beauty that is Zigzag River. This is a pretty good site. As I look back up, if you get both 7 and 8 as a group play, then you kind of take over this section of Zigzag River, and this entire shoreline area from 7 and 8 is yours. And you can just sit on the shoreline in your Cabela's chairs and enjoy the beauty that is the north banks of Zigzag River. Okay, so I'm at site 7. This might be one of, if not the best site here. You got your parking, you got your picnic table. As far as lot lines, you do have 8 right next to you, so that's probably the biggest ding. But as far as proximity to Zigzag River, the North Banks, look at this. You are right up against the river, and you got a good section of forest here. Come down here and play. Requires a little bit of able-bodied sure footing, but it's not too sketchy. You can literally climb all the way down here, see the path, go to the shoreline down there. You can go to the shoreline down there, take a couple seats down there, some chairs, and just sit back and enjoy the beautiful Zigzag River. So as far as group plays, if you grab 7 and 8, they're right next to each other. You basically take over an entire swath of the shoreline of Zigzag River, and both campsites have their own little walking trail down to multiple vantage points and shoreline access points. So I'm thinking that very well could be one of the best plays here is a group play. Grab 7 and 8 and have this entire section of Zigzag River, the North Banks, as your dominion. I think it's a good idea. Okay, so here's campsite 3. You've got the parking, picnic table, and fire pit. Kind of a cramped site, but you are on the riverside. So let's go take a look. Love this Dr. Seuss type tree. Come down here, you do actually have a couple access points right here and straight ahead right here down to shoreline. So you do have a pretty good swath. Look at that beautiful section of Zigzag River, North Banks. So you got wide, expansive views, and you can go down there, see down there. You can maybe even put your tent down there if you want to and be right on the river. So that's pretty intriguing. So I gotta say, 3 is pretty good. One of the cool parts of campsite 3 is you could theoretically probably put your tent down here somewhere if you wanted to. There's a nice flat area here, depends on the size of your tent, but you've got this shoreline banks area, multiple vantage points and access points to Zigzag River. And look at this, probably your best access point right here as far as just raw beauty. Now that's pretty gorgeous. Here is site 5, nice long driveway, the picnic table and your fire pit. Here on the riverside, got river on really every direction from here. And look at that, that's pretty cool. You've got the river right from your picnic site. Down there you can see you got 6, 7, and 8, so this bay of 4 is really the best, the creme de la creme, I think, of this site. Now you got to be uber careful because look how steep this is. I mean, this is very dangerous, particularly at night. You got to have situation awareness because if you fall at this at night, you can really hurt yourself. Depending on the distance you fall, the angle, there's rocks down there, and there's eventually the water. That could be hyper dangerous. So absolutely beautiful. Be fun to plop a Cabela's chair right here and look down on the river all day, but you got to be mindful of your hazards. Got to say, pretty amazing. So this is your long driveway, as you can see, pretty long driveway. And as I said, 6 is over there. So you got pretty good distance between you and 6. So these are really actually well spaced out. This is probably your main access point. See down here, you can go all the way down to the river pretty easily. So I'm not gonna do it, but you get the idea. I gotta say, campsite 5, pretty darn epic. Imagine sitting at this picnic table and overlooking beautiful Zigzag River. I gotta say, campsite 5, pretty darn epic. Here's campsite 6, over there is 7. Here's your driveway. I will also add forest road, dumpsters, and let's walk this way. So here is your picnic table and your fire pit. Because of the lot lines with the trees, it's pretty exposed in the middle of the day. It's around noon and this is pretty sunny. Probably the best part is your proximity shoreline to Zigzag River. Let's come down and take a look. First off, I'm going to come down here and see this flat spot right here. That's probably a great place to put your tent. So you put your tent down there, and you're right against the Zigzag River, north banks. Come down here. And look at this right here. Put your tent right here. I don't know if they put this rock here to try to block that, but that's my current thinking. Come down here and you're in a river wonderland, old growth forest river wonderland. Get all these multiple vantage points. Got a little shore right here, a little beach. Get your feet wet. I probably wouldn't go down the river because that's dangerous, but pretty awesome. And look at the beauty. Here at Site 6, Tollgate Campground, Mount Hood National Forest. Pretty darn epic. If you're looking for 3 sites, I think 6, 7, 8's a winner. If you're looking for 2, then either 6 and 7 or 7 and 8. Pretty darn amazing. I'm standing here on the shoreline of Zigzag River, the North Banks, here in Mount Hood National Forest, Oregon. And this is your Shoreline Access here at campsite number 6. I'm thinking maybe you can get your tent right here. They might have put this rock here to prevent that, but that would be a great place to put your tent. Here's the rest of your Shoreline Access, not too shabby. And let's walk back up to our picnic table. Here's our picnic table. Here's our fire pit, and there is the restroom. So this swath of forest is your domain if you pick Site 6. Pretty darn amazing.